YouTube, what's going on? KT Medic here, and today we are talking weapons. We are playing with the VMP. This is probably my submachine gun of choice, just because it's a decently well-rounded submachine gun, and it kills decently quick if you're paying attention. And it has decent recoil. It's not super insane like the Vesper. Vesper's a little bit harder to control. The Vesper doesn't really have much mid to long range. You're not going to win mid to long range gunfights with the Vesper. With the VMP, you're a lot more likely to win those gunfights, just because the recoil is a lot more manageable. And up close, this thing is a melt machine. So we're just gonna post up here and just let them come to me. Everybody loves coming through that hallway until their spawn flips because our guys push too far. You do go through ammo a little bit quicker with this gun. The fire rate's a little bit crazy, but not like the VMP. I mean the Vesper, not the VMP. We were playing with the VMP. Alright guys, so now we unlock the ELO sight for the VMP. And I'm not really much for sights on weapons, especially close quarters, but it seems like it reduces the recoil just a little bit, and it's still way more open than just the red dot or any of the other sights that they have. The ELO is definitely my favorite sight. If you were to put a sight on the gun, I would definitely recommend the ELO, unless you want to put some kind of magnification on it. Alright guys, like I said, I'm not really much for sights on my weapons unless I'm using some kind of magnification or something like that. So we are done with the ELO and back to the original VMP with, I believe we're using grip. We haven't unlocked the long barrel yet. That is coming very shortly. Alright guys, we're changing it up a little bit. Probably my second favorite submachine gun, and probably a little more versatile with mid to long range gunfights, is the Weevil. It's a little bit slower fire rate. It still does pretty high damage up close. You're not going to lose a lot of gunfights if you hit your shots. And you can win those mid to longer range gunfights because the recoil is a lot more manageable with the slower fire rate. If you played with a P90 in previous Call of Duties, then you'll probably like this gun. It reminds me 100% of the P90. Has the top reload just like the P90, and massive magazine. You can shoot for days with this thing. Don't expect to use this gun and get in long range gunfights with snipers. It's just not gonna work. Use a sniper or an assault rifle for that if you want to stay long range and not get up close in people's faces. Now, iron sights definitely are not terrible on most of the weapons in Black Ops 3. The Weevil and the VMP are a little, actually they're pretty similar. They have two big things on the outside and then pretty clean inner dots, and it's relatively easy to use and see your front sight. So I prefer iron sights. Alright guys, we're switching over to assault rifles with the Man of War. This is a really slow firing assault rifle, but the damage is high. It's like a 3-shot kill almost anywhere across the map. And the recoil is a little bit stronger than some of the other weapons like the HVK-30. This is probably one of my favorite assault rifles just because of the high damage. And it doesn't take many shots to really get on somebody. If you're going to use the Man of War for longer range gunfights, be sure that you don't just hold down the trigger and you burst fire. Otherwise, it's going to get away from you a little bit, and you're not going to be able to get that kill like you want to. It makes it a lot more manageable. If you're playing with an assault rifle and you do tend to rush a lot, like I do, definitely put on quick draw. That really helps out a lot. Alright, moving on to the HVK-30. It's a little bit higher fire rate, a little bit less damage, but it is a bullet hose. It's almost a laser beam. It has really manageable recoil, and you can just pick people off with this thing. Because the HVK takes a little bit longer to kill, you're not going to want to use this gun for super long range gunfights. But since it's an assault rifle, it's not going to be that great up close either. So your mid-range gunfights are going to be your best bet with the HVK. You can hold down hard points, you can hold down flags. Iron sights I think are great. They remind me of kind of the ACR feel. Easy to see. Almost all the iron sights are easy to see. They're not cluttered. Even at longer distances, you can just pick people off with it. Alright guys, so that was pretty much my 4 favorite weapons in Black Ops 3, the ones I use the most. So I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. As always, I'm KT Medic, and I'm out.